All right, and I've been standing all morning, so I'm gonna lower this desk down. Absolutely clutch to help be productive. Now, I was just actually going through answering some amazing questions in the DMs over on the Ecom Season Instagram page. That's a great spot, by the way, to ask questions, ask about the advertising agency, and just engage. We post stuff there pretty much every single day, different e-commerce tips, industry updates as things happen, stuff like that. Now, one of the questions, someone was asking about how they find a winning product and how that kind of relates to the testing strategy. So there's a couple things I want to focus on in this video. I'll try to keep it as short and simple as possible for you. But when it comes to testing a product, you got to keep in mind and look at it from a bigger perspective. You're not just testing a product. What are you doing? You're identifying the product, the service, the whatever, the thing that you're going to sell in your business. So what you're actually doing is you're looking for the piece that all businesses need. So you're trying to start an entire company. And some people give up after the first product. Well, do you think the first time Gordon Ramsay ever cooked a meal, it was perfect and he was the best chef? No. So it just takes time. And that's the thing, you know. So for an example, people ask what kind of store they should build. This is one way we can approach this subject and kind of get into it. Niche store, general store, one product store, what makes the most sense? Hybrid stores, which is kind of a little twist that I invented on there. Well, if you're starting a one product store, the whole store is built around one product. Almost without exception, and almost without failure, you're gonna have to test multiple products to find a winner. So if you build an entire store around one product that you did some product research on and it looks really good, but it doesn't work, well, it might be because the product is great, but you don't know how to advertise. There's a lot of variables. But again, almost without failure, you're gonna have to test multiple products. So that's why I recommend a niche store. So for an example, the best selling stores, by the way, if you're not familiar with it, we build custom built e-commerce stores for like $100 and something bucks. We build them at cost. That money just goes to our developers. That's a little front end offer we have to help people get started. Well, the most popular one by far, like probably 80% of the orders at least, are just on niche stores. And it's probably because I recommend that, but that's the best one. That's also the best value for the price with what you're getting based off the work that our developers put in. But it's something that allows you to test 10 products, and you can always easily add more. A one product store is laid out in a format where it would look weird if you had two products, right? You'd have to like completely rework the store. So that's why it can be great to have a niche store in terms of testing. Now, just from, I can only speak about a perspective from what I do and what we do inside of our company. I can't speak for other people, but what we do in terms of testing products, we test very efficiently, but not cheaply. And here's a huge difference. There is a key component in testing, especially on platforms that are paid marketing like advertising platforms, Facebook ads, Google ads, stuff like that, because it's gonna take time and data does matter. So if you only spend $75 on a product, well, it's very unlikely that within 75 bucks, you can effectively read the data enough to know if the product's gonna work or not. And we've now become really good at reading data in terms of other metrics than just purchases. So we can test super efficiently without being cheap for our strategy for clients inside of our agency. But we have clients that have had, like, it was actually the craziest story. The second product hit. It took like 7 days. You know, we usually test like 5 to 8 products a month. So like every 3, 4, 5 days, we're launching a new product, you know, something like that. Being very efficient with the testing, spending maybe a couple $100s per product. Well, we had a client that hit the winning product that worked for them and it just started taking off on the second product. We've also had clients where it's like the 30th. Right? And we, as of right now, are slowly rolling out full management, but the clients are still involved. So inside of our advertising agency, we find the products, we do all the research, but they're the ones setting it up on the store. They're the ones working on other individual things. So when people don't take that seriously and don't treat it like a business, it affects the results. You know, it's pretty obvious, common sense. But so it could be one product, it could be 15, it could be 30, you know, it just depends. And so when I test products, I'm personally very selective. And the only reason that would, you know, get me to sit down and have my guys build out a new store and, you know, have the product sent, get custom packaging drawn up and have people send it to a warehouse to get content and do all this stuff. The only thing that would get me to my desk to do that on something new would be a phenomenal product. So my success rate with new products is very high because I don't start a ton of new products. I already have my brands that are running, and inside of there, I can easily add on new products. And so here's the other question. There's 2 points in terms of testing new products. If you don't yet have a winner and you need to find one, okay, that's the hardest part. Or if you do have a winner, but you want to find more, That's the easier part. So for our clients, about 65 to 70% of our clients that come to us have zero e-commerce experience. They've never had a winning product, they've never had a winning store. Most of them don't know how to build a store. And so that's why we take care of that. We help them with that. And we have like a couple videos once people get onboarded inside the agency that like shows them what to do, exactly what their role is, how they can build out a good product page every time we recommend them new products. But the other side of the clients, the other 30% or so, 25% are people who want to scale. People who come to us, hey, I'm doing 100,000 a month. I don't know what to do with the ads, and just kind of I happen to hit a winning product, it's working. I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'd love to grow it. And okay, cool. We jump in there, 99 times out of 100, literally that high of a percentage. These people are using Shopify payments, they're using PayPal, they only have one ad account, like a terrible infrastructure that's so flimsy and could be completely shut down. So we help them quickly get a real processor, a real merchant, help them get multiple ad accounts if needed as we're scaling. And we build out an infrastructure. So we do what's called systemizing, then we optimize, then we scale. So the actual scaling comes like a couple weeks in because we got to build out all this other stuff and get that to support the higher ad spend. And then we take them from 100K to 500K to $1 million a month and just continue growing it. So that's that side. But once you already have 600 purchases coming in every day, there's data flowing in like no other, it's very easy. And I will use the word easy. It's very easy to test 3 new products and find one of those that works because you already have the data and people are already buying and Facebook's already promoting you really well. So it's easier from that perspective to start finding multiple versus being at ground zero and trying to find that winner. So that's what I want to mention. This could be spun off, this video, in so many different directions. People quit really fast, but you don't realize how hard it is to start something. And then we as an agency, we take that over because we don't make money off our clients on the front end. We charge a super small monthly retainer. I think it's like $1,200 a month for people who are starting. And it can vary a little bit depending on what we're doing and how many people are working on it. And it's more for scaling because we have more people working on that, right? We just attempt to cover our costs. We cover about 90% maybe of our agency cost off that, but we take a percentage of the profits. So the reason we start people from scratch and do all this insanely hard work for no money, and people leave after a month, oh, e-commerce doesn't work, blah, 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 and whatever, that's just how people always treat online businesses. But we know that a number of those people will stick with it, whatever it takes, 2 months, 3 months, and they understand what they're doing, and they put in the work and do their end of the piece, or end of the deal. And then as we find that winner, then we can scale it quickly. And that's when we make money too, and that's when they make money. When there's 100,000 a month in profit, we can take a chunk of that as well. So that kind of makes up for all the other losses and more. So it's the same thing when starting a product. You're spending some money starting a product, whether you're doing this with us or on your own, you're gonna be losing money doing product after product until you find a winner. That's just business testing 101. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. You got to find that exact offer, figure out exactly how to advertise it right, then build a system around it, then optimize it, then start scaling it. So it just takes time. But in terms of testing products, that's how you find a winner. You just continuously do it. It doesn't matter if you're 40 products deep. Now, if you're 40 products in, something needs to change, okay? Maybe just open a new ad account. Sometimes it's the Facebook ad account in the Pixel. It's just not letting it work. It's just kind of clogged up. You've tried a bunch of products. There's like a couple random purchases from completely different places, and that's confusing your Pixel a little bit. So at that point, sometimes we'll have clients start a new ad account. So there's little things like that. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about the product testing side of it because it's super important. So if you have questions in terms of e-commerce at all, advertising, products, whatever, drop it in the comment section down below. I would be more than happy to make some more videos on it and answer your questions as well. Again, check us out on the Ecom Season page. It's just Ecom Season on Instagram. We post there all the time. And if you want to see exactly what we do inside of our agency and see how we can partner with you, click the top link in the description. You can book an absolutely free call with one of our client managers. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.